Your bathroom floor looked clean when you moved in. Now, no matter how many times you mop it, no matter how hard you scrub, it still looks dull, grimy, and almost gray. You're not imagining it. The dirt is really there. The dirt isn't just sitting on top of the surface anymore. The dirt has moved deep into the tile. And do you want to hear the good news? You don't need expensive products, a contractor, or a single drop of sweat to fix it. There is a $1 trick sitting in most kitchens right now that will pull years of buildup off your bathroom floor in 5 minutes flat. No scrubbing, no kneeling, no pain. This simple method restores your home's original beauty, using nothing but time over force. No harsh chemicals, just hidden knowledge. It's about working smarter, not harder. Restoring what was lost for less than $1. Are you ready to discover the secret? If you are new here, hit subscribe real quick. Let's start with the real problem, because most people are cleaning their bathroom floors the wrong way. Not because they're lazy, because they were never told how bathroom floors actually get dirty. When you shower, tiny droplets of soap, minerals from your water, and skin particles float through the air and land on the floor. When you walk across it, you press those particles down. When the floor dries, they get locked in. Every single day, this happens. Layer by layer, almost invisibly, a film builds up on your tiles. That film is what makes a clean floor still look dirty. That film is what a regular mop with a splash of bleach can never fully remove. It just moves it around. And grout. Grout is even worse. Grout is porous. It's like a tiny sponge running between every tile in your bathroom. Every time water hits it, it pulls in whatever is floating in that water. Soap residue, minerals, body oils, mold spores. Over months and years, it turns from light gray or white to dark brown or black. And most people assume that's just how old grout looks. It isn't. That color is decades of trapped grime, and it can come out. So what is this $1 trick? What is this thing that can break through years of buildup in minutes without scrubbing? It comes down to chemistry, not complicated chemistry. Basic chemistry, the kind that happens when you combine two things you already have at home: baking soda and white vinegar. Now, before you roll your eyes, stay with us, because this isn't just pour it on and hope for the best. There is a specific method, a specific ratio, and a specific process that makes this combination dramatically more powerful than either ingredient on its own. Most people who have tried this before did it wrong, and that's exactly why it didn't work. Here's what's actually happening at a chemical level. Baking soda is a mild alkali. It breaks down grease, soap scum, and organic matter. Vinegar is an acid. It attacks mineral deposits. When you mix them together directly, they cancel each other out in a fizzing reaction that looks impressive but does almost nothing useful. The trick is in the order. You don't mix them, you layer them. Here is the exact method. First, sweep or dry mop your bathroom floor. You want the loose dust and hair gone before you start. This takes 60 seconds. Don't skip it. If you start on top of loose debris, you'll just be pushing mud around. Second, mix your cleaning solution. In a bowl or bucket, combine half a cup of baking soda with just enough warm water to make a thin paste. Not too thick, not watery. Think of the consistency of a light yogurt. This paste is your first layer. It's going to cling to the surface and start working. Third, pour the paste across your bathroom floor. A thin, even coat across the entire floor. Use an old paintbrush, a sponge, or even just a cloth to spread it. Get it into the grout lines. Get it into the corners. Get it along the edges. Now let it sit 5 minutes, just 5 minutes. Set a timer, walk away, go make a cup of tea. The baking soda is doing the work for you right now. It's loosening the soap scum. It's pulling the grease away. It's getting into the pores of the grout. Here comes the second part, and this is where the real magic happens. After your 5 minutes are up, take a spray bottle filled with undiluted white vinegar and spray it directly over the baking soda paste on the floor. Just listen to that intense fizzing reaction. That fizzing, bubbling reaction you're hearing, that's not just for show this time. Because of the layering method, the baking soda has already done its job of loosening the grime from the surface. Now, when the vinegar hits it, the reaction creates tiny micro bubbles that physically push that loosened dirt up and away. It's like 100 tiny pressure washers working simultaneously. Let it fizz for another 2 to 3 minutes. You'll actually watch the water on the floor turn darker as the grime lifts out of the surface and into the liquid. Now take your regular mop, a clean one, and mop it all away. Use warm water. Go over the floor twice if it's heavily soiled. The first pass picks up the bulk of the grime. The second pass leaves it sparkling. That's it. That is the entire method. Now let's talk about what makes this safe for seniors and people with limited mobility. One of the biggest hazards for older adults in the bathroom is the floor itself. not because it's slippery when clean, but because floors that are covered in soap residue and mineral film are genuinely dangerously slippery. That invisible film, it doesn't just look bad, it acts like a thin layer of lubrication under your feet. Removing it completely can actually make your bathroom floor safer to walk on. The second reason this method is ideal for seniors is the obvious one. There is no scrubbing. There is no getting down on your hands and knees. There is no back-breaking effort. You spread a paste, you spray, you wait, you mop. A person who struggles with arthritis, joint pain, or limited range of motion can do every step of this standing up. And unlike many commercial bathroom cleaners, this method uses no harsh fumes, no ammonia, no chlorine bleach, no chemical smell that lingers in a small, enclosed space. For people with respiratory sensitivities, asthma, or simply a preference for non-toxic homes, this matters enormously. Let's talk about the hard spots, because every bathroom has them. The corners, the grout lines, the area directly in front of the toilet, the edges around the base of the vanity or the bath. For these areas, the same method applies, but use an old toothbrush instead of a mop to remove the paste and vinegar solution. After the fizzing reaction, just sweep the toothbrush gently along the grout line or corner. You don't need to press hard. The chemistry has already done the loosening. The toothbrush is just guiding the grime out of its hiding place. For really stubborn dark grout stains that have been building up for years, you can increase the baking soda concentration slightly and leave the paste on for 10 minutes instead of 5 before applying the vinegar. For truly extreme cases, a second application on the same day will take care of anything the first round left behind. Now let's address something. You've probably tried various miracle cleaners before, the ones in the bright bottles with the bold promises on the label, and they probably worked at first, or sort of worked, or worked on some stains but not others. Here's why those products often disappoint over time. Most commercial bathroom floor cleaners are designed to clean the surface layer. They remove what's visibly sitting on top of your tile. What they often don't do is penetrate into the grout, dissolve old mineral deposits, or break down the biofilm, the thin layer of organic matter that accumulates on tile surfaces over time. They also frequently leave behind their own residue, a perfumed, slightly sticky coating that actually attracts more dirt faster. The baking soda and vinegar method leaves zero residue. Your floor is genuinely chemically clean after you mop it up. Nothing clinging to the surface, nothing for future dirt to stick to. This is part of why your floor stays cleaner for longer. Let's talk about maintenance, because deep cleaning is only part of the battle. After you've done this treatment and your floor looks genuinely clean, there are a few simple habits that will keep it that way. Ventilation is the single biggest factor. Most bathroom grime comes from moisture, soap and minerals suspended in humid air. If you run your bathroom fan during and for 10 minutes after every shower, you dramatically reduce the amount of material that settles onto the floor. If you don't have a fan, cracking the door or window works. A quick dry mop or even just a dry towel swept across the floor after showering takes 30 seconds, removes moisture before it dries. This one habit alone can extend the time between deep cleans dramatically. And once a week, a light spray of diluted white vinegar and a quick mop with warm water is enough to prevent mineral buildup. You're not deep cleaning weekly, you're maintaining the clean you've already achieved. There's something satisfying about solving a problem that has frustrated you for years with something that costs almost nothing. Baking soda costs pennies, vinegar costs less than $1, and yet this combination does something expensive products fail to do. It actually cleans the floor, all the way down to the surface without asking anything of your body. No scrubbing, no fumes, no kneeling. Your bathroom floor can look the way it looked when it was new, not because you worked harder, because you worked smarter. And if you've been putting off cleaning that one corner, that dull stretch of tile, you now know exactly what to do about it.